Okay, we are back, and you are watching the PIC Connection, and we're in our wrap-up segment right now. And before I get back to my guests, I would like to thank our sponsors, Davis & Davis, attorneys at law, and if it wasn't for them, this program would not be on the air, and we would not be able to bring you all this great information that we're bringing you. And with me in this last segment is, once again, is Tiffany Blaho and the mysterious and the Seth Caton that we were all waiting to get on the air. And Seth, thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Your first time, and you seem pretty relaxed.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just fine.
Well, they were telling me you're always relaxed. Nothing really shakes you up.
Not at all.
Okay.
We have a lot of fun.
Good. Good. Well, you have to enjoy it.
Absolutely.
I think this program, you probably really do enjoy that.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
You know what? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm looking forward to see what kind of response we get from this program airing and lots of people hearing about what we have to offer.
Good. Hey, when Bill was on, he had mentioned something about an all-pro dad event.
All-pro dad breakfast.
Okay, maybe Tiffany or Seth, you can touch on that.
Tiffany.
Okay. Well, yesterday at Lafayette Elementary School, we held an all-pro dad breakfast, and it was amazing. Fathers came out to eat breakfast with their children. They heard some things about peer pressure. Dr. Charles Macheski, who's the superintendent of the Uniontown Area School District, he spoke. Mrs. Paula Work, who's the principal for the elementary at Lafayette School, she spoke. The fathers did an activity with their children where they talked about peer pressure, what they expected their children to do under peer pressure, and the children were able to ask their fathers questions about, well, how do you handle it? And it was wonderful and heartwarming to see the fathers bending over, having their arms around the little girls and boys and telling them about, okay, well, I don't want you to do this, and I want you to feel free to talk to me about it. It was amazing.
Oh, that sounds nice. That's and a good setting too, like a breakfast setting, and relaxed, and you get to interact. That sounds great. Well,
it was wonderful.
Good. And are there more like that planned, or?
We want more. We have more coming up at Lafayette Elementary School. They would like us to do the other grades, but we're very open to doing it anywhere else.
And we'd like to see it as something that's going on in a lot of the middle and high schools in the area. And that's really, I think, the key age range for what All Pro Dad focuses on is about 10 years old, maybe, up through maybe 10th grade, 11th grade, somewhere around there. And it can go beyond that, but I think that's how it's been designed.
Mm-hmm. Seth, are you a dad?
Absolutely. I have two beautiful boys.
Great.
My wife and I have a 20-month-old and almost 6 months now, a 6-month-old.
So coming into this program, have you found things that really helped you in raising your children?
Yeah, I have learned so much about being a dad since I've been here. And my parents were both awesome too. They, their wisdom is priceless. Good. So having the two together, it's been great.
Good. Now, were you talking before we were on one of the commercial breaks, something about a kiddies library or kids library or something? Or?
Yeah, we have an event coming up on March 31st. It happens every couple of months called Daddy and Me at the Library. It's an evening of storytelling, fun, crafts, and snacks that families enjoy together. And that'll be going on at the Uniontown Library here on, well, I said March 31st at 6 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And for other events with Dad's Matter, Tiffany, is there a phone number people could call or a calendar or something they can see what's upcoming?
Well, actually, they can call us at the office, which the number is 724-437-2590, or they can actually log on to our website, which Seth can give you that information, where they can subscribe to our newsletter where they would get information about our upcoming events.
Mm-hmm. To subscribe to our newsletter and getting other updates either by mail or email, whatever they choose, would be going to privateindustrycouncil.com and clicking on the Dad's Matter button on the left side. And that brings up our page, and there are links there, and one of them's a contact link. Okay. So they can send us an email and subscribe that way, or just give us a call and we can sign them up.
Okay. Now, with that event coming up at the end of March, are there other events that maybe you'd like to bring up that's upcoming?
We do have some other events in the works, particularly there's a Father's Day event almost called Family Fun Fest. It's the day before Father's Day in June, and we're going to have a Father's Day component to that. Maybe some speakers, some food, and we're not entirely sure of all the details yet. Mm-hmm. But if people come to Family Fun Fest, they're sure going to have a father's perspective on it too. There's the mom shower coming up in May as well. Maybe Tiffany, you could explain a little more about that.
Well, every year they have a mom shower where various agencies get together and offer for women who either just had a baby or are pregnant within a certain year, come out to hear information, to get, win some gifts, things like that. Well, this year we're involved again because we were involved last year, but we're adding a father component to it. So we're going to be doing something for the dads, quite possibly our Dr. Dad segment, to give them the basic first aid. That's still a little up in the air as well as what we're doing, but we're very happy to be a part of that. We're adding the dads to this year.
Good. That sounds very interesting.
Yes.
And most of it, does it occur in one building, these events, or is it like kind of spread out in Fayette County?
It really is spread out. The mom shower is going to be happening at Penn State, and Family Fun Fest is going to be at the Fayette County Fairgrounds. So we're working to get into different areas of the county and to touch a lot of people that way. And we're wanting to focus on Connellsville and Brownsville areas, and Albert Gallatin School District has even expressed some interest in us bringing what we can do or what we do into their school district.
Now, Tiffany, you touched on some of the how-tos, I guess, earlier in the show. Is there any one particular thing that the dads like to find out how to take care of a little child? Or
I believe that the biggest thing is always discipline. That's the one we get the most questions about. Discipline, how do I handle this certain situation? My child is doing this, what do I do? That's always it. We're also finding lately that we've been getting a lot of calls about custody, which Seth can tell you about the upcoming event we have there with that.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we're looking to have an event in early April, just a one-day seminar that will go over custody, visitation, co-parenting, things like that, and provide a lot of information. We'd like to bring in some attorneys from the area who have expertise in these areas, and other mediators and therapist-type people who can all offer their perspective. Have maybe a series of workshops where people can choose what they want to go to based on their interest, and then get that information.
Okay. Well, don't forget our sponsors, Davis and Davis.
Absolutely.
They'd probably be excellent for that.
I think they would be.
Yeah.
And we'd like to get them
Make sure we
involved.
contact them. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, hey, we're going to be wrapping it up here, and once again, how can people get in touch with this program if they want to volunteer, they want to participate?
The best way is to give us a call. The number is 724-437-2590. Just call us up and we'll talk about it, and we'll provide information, and we'll go from there.
Once again, Tiffany, you said you'll even come out to the organization or to...
Absolutely. We're open to go to any area. It doesn't matter where it's located. If you want us to come to your school, to your church, to your agency, we're very open about that.
And we don't charge anything to bring our curriculum there and teach dads. We do it. That's what we've been funded by the federal government to do.
Oh, that sounds
So
good.
we're flexible and free. So
that's
a good thing.
That's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
Right. Hey, I want to thank both of you for coming on, and also Bill Huebner for coming on once again, Tiffany Blaho and Seth Caton. Hopefully get you back on here in the future to see how the program's going in here in Fayette County. Sounds like it's going very successfully, and I want to see that continue. So I'd like to get back on in the future.
Thank you very much, and thank you for having us today.
Thanks.
All right, we'll see you all next month with another segment. I like that, you all. I'm originally from West Virginia, so it fits in. We'll see you all next month with another segment of the PIC Connection.